So as always, we go to fishbowlinventory.com. You'll go to Support, Software Updates, Release Notes, and last time we did the highlights. This time we're just going to do the new features. And let's shrink that and focus just on those new features. So the first one says carrier service added to purchase order. Okay, cool. We'll go to the purchase order, open up a new purchase order, and boom, there it is, the carrier service. Nice. All right. Next one is default carrier service added to vendor. Makes sense. If we're going to have a carrier service on the purchase order, we want a carrier service on the default vendor. So where is it? Default carrier service. There it is. So you can assign the carrier service that you've agreed on with the vendor, and when you create a purchase order for that vendor, not only will the carrier populate, but the carrier service will populate as well. This is Johnson Manufacturing. Let's say his carrier is UPS and the carrier service is ground. We'll click Save, go to the purchase order, create a carrier service for Johnson Manufacturing, and voila, it auto-populates. Okay, next one is, let's go back to it. Option to open the file after saving an import-export template. Nice. All right. So this is a great setup feature. For those of you that are setting up Fishbowl for the first time, you're going to learn to use the import and export functions a lot. They're found under File, Import, or Export. Oftentimes when you want to import data, you want to know what format it should be in. The most popular import, of course, is the part product vendor pricing, so we'll go there. Click Next, and we've got this export template. So we'll click Export Template, and I'll just throw this on the desktop. And we're going to export a template for part product vendor pricing. Say yes. Okay. And, oh, you missed it. It popped up over here. And there we go. So now we don't have to go find it. If you don't pay attention to where you're exporting it, it'll be lost in the great abyss of your documents file, and it'll take you forever to find it. So this is a nice little feature. Okay, the next one is restoring a database. Restoring a database auto-populates based on the file name. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can move my screen to my other screen and display my other screen. Hang on a second. Okay, so we're now on my other screen. This is the screen where we can see the server running here. So the feature says restoring a database auto-populates based on the file name. So restoring a database happens here in the server area. If we'll go to Show, Tools, Options, and Restore, we'll see here we can find a backup to restore. Okay, I've got one there. Let's give it a try. Open. Okay. All right, maybe that's it. Let's go to the next one. Plugins auto update when updating the latest version. So for those of you that have plugins, let me bring you back to my other screen. Plugins auto populate. Okay, so integrations, plugins. In previous versions, you'll see here I've got several different plugins installed. I have a contractor's version, so I just have access to everything, or a Fishbowl Partners version, so I have access to just almost everything. So this one is probably hard to demo unless I'm actually updating, which I'm not, from another version. But I did experience this when I updated. all the plugins updated. And usually what was happening is a little bit annoying. I'd get this pop-up message, this error that said, do you want to update your plugins? Do you want to update your plugins? And then you'd have to come in here and click on the plugin, and it was actually an update button, and then it would update. So, alright, kind of a hard one to demo, but an exciting one to have. So thanks for joining us today on What's That New Feature in Fishbowl? We'll see you next time.